All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gaming Wednesday here at Project Roundtable. The first thing we got going on here is the new addition to the shelter system. We have the Vault server room on tap. This is an Atom Shop purchase. It was not just included. It was 1,500 atoms, so it's a little on the pricey side. But as you can see, it's a pretty large space. Personally, I have all of all of the shelter add-ons, and I've been quite happy with it because it gives you a crap ton of space to build in. As you can see, we had that big entrance area, that secondary room downstairs, this area here. We have a second room here. Unfortunately, all the stuff you see through the windows, as you'll see in a moment, I try to get into them and you just can't. They're just there for aesthetics. But if you're a fan of the shelter system, the instanced interiors, like I am, it's worth it, I think. Especially if you're a Fallout First member like I am, it's not a bad deal. I had like 10,000 atoms or something stupid saved up. Because there hasn't been much in the way of the Atom Shop that I've really wanted or cared to buy recently. So I did go ahead and splurge and buy this. But as you can see, it's a pretty large area and it's a nice addition to the shelter system. I'll be connecting it to my main shelter at my main camp. Speaking of which, here's my secondary camp. Let's go take a look at the punch card machine. As you can see, I've got two builds here. The second one I haven't touched. This is my first look at it. I've renamed the main and crafting. For my second, for my second loadout, I'm going to make it strictly a crafting loadout. So that way, when I come back to my camp, I can just swap loadouts and do all of my crafting with all of my crafting perks loaded up in one loadout. My understanding from what's been going around online, shout out to Juicehead, shout out to Gamer Mom Over 50. I watch both of their channels pretty frequently, and from what everyone's Rifle Gaming and Angry Turtle are also ones that I watch pretty regularly. But according to them and what I've been reading myself online, we're going to get a third loadout, but supposedly it's going to be an Atom Shop purchase, which I'm not too happy about, but whatever. Bethesda's gone pretty heavy in the Atom Shop stuff. So fine, whatever. Like I said, I'm a Fallout First member, so whatever. It's going to cost me atoms that I'm just racking up anyway. I'm not normally a big fan of the daily ops. I will be checking out the new mode, but yesterday when I was capturing this footage, I only had about an hour and a half, something like that, to really get into it before I had to go off and do other things. So, as you can see, I'm kind of playing with my loadout here. Like I said, the second loadout for me is going to be mainly for crafting. I'm going to go ahead and max out my home defense perk, or card rather. And the rest of it I'm just going to kind of fill in as needed. But once that third loadout becomes a thing, I'm going to use it to change my character around a bit and go for some different builds. Because right now my main character, really my only character, but my main loadout is shotguns and rifles. I use an explosive shotgun or a couple of different explosive shotguns along with an explosive handmade. And that's kind of my main build that I rock most of the time. But I gotta say, being able to swap loadouts, because going in when I'm doing crafting ammo, modding weapons, what have you, going in and having to swap out cards is kind of a pain in the ass, as we all know. And quite frankly, there have been a lot of times where I realized, oh man, I forgot to go swap those cards back out. So the second loadout I kind of filled out in such a way that if I happen to forget to swap my loadout before I leave camp, I'm not totally screwed. I'm going to notice a severe difference in damage, but I'm not totally screwed. I'll still be able to survive at least long enough to go get to a train station or get back to camp. I also picked my secondary camp location to maximize resources. I put 5 of the large water purifiers in the water. I decided to put my second camp that I called my lake retreat on the far southeast corner of the lake by Thunder Mountain Power Plant. Now I play mostly on private servers, so good luck finding me on the map. Occasionally, if there's a seasonal event or special event or something like that that's going on, then I'll hop on a public server. But generally speaking, I'm playing on private servers. I prefer it that way. That was the whole reason I got Fallout first, quite frankly. So I haven't had a lot of hands-on with it here in a couple weeks or so when I've really had some time to dig into it, get into the season a little bit, and really spend some time playing with it. I'll do another video just to kind of summarize all of the features. But to be honest with you, the things I was most excited about was the secondary camp slot and the secondary loadout slot. The vault server room shelter was a bonus. Like I said, I hadn't heard about that, so I immediately grabbed it when I saw it. But that's kind of it for this week's video, guys. This is kind of short and sweet. I really just wanted to go over these 2 major features. The crafting sliders are pretty cool. I didn't get any video of that. But now I've got my 2 main loadouts, and I do want to reiterate, because this is not PTS footage. This is live as the update went live yesterday. The crafting sliders are really dope. That's a lot of fun. The only thing I really had a lot to do with it was ammo crafting and food and drink crafting. But it does make it a lot easier, and the XP does... You do get the XP you would get from crafting the items one by one, so it does stack. So that was pretty cool. But that's going to be it for this week. Like I said, I'll do a more in-depth video here in a couple of weeks or so once I've really had some time to play with it. So thank you guys for joining me this week on Project Roundtable's Gaming Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Friday for our market close video. And we'll go from there. So look forward to doing more stuff with you guys in the coming weeks. I'm loving this revamp of the channel, so I hope you guys do too. Don't hesitate to shoot me an email or leave me comments on these videos. Let me know what you like, don't like. And that's kind of that. Yeah, here's all my water purifiers. This dirty rainwater collector is cool. But this is most of my camp is water purifiers. Purified water, man, is easy to come by and gains you a lot of caps to sell. It's one of my money-making methods in this game. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you guys on Friday on the finance playlist for our market close end of week. And, yeah, have a good one.